for some money. When I say that people will do anything for some money, people will do anything for some money. I don't believe the rumors. I don't believe the rumors about Lil Jon taking out his own son for an insurance policy. I don't think he that type of guy. But there's a lot of people out here talking, and they believe that Lil Jon been hurting for cash. He done worked out, got in shape just in case he had to work a regular job. Somebody reminded him that his son is on that insurance policy. Now, I don't know the details. I'm hoping his son is all right, but we got to talk about what they talking about. Y'all listening? Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get into this news, man.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fox 5 News Live. We're starting off with some breaking news. We just heard word that famous rapper, everybody knows and loves him, Lil Jon's son, DJ Young Slade, was apparently reported missing all here in Georgia. His name is Nathan Murray Smith. You see him there on your screen. While the graphic there says he's 27 years old, we think he may be 28 years old, but
who gonna be looking for that motherfucker looking like that? That's what I want to know. Who about to be checking under cars and peeking behind dumpsters to see if they find his son and they put them pictures up like that? I guess those are the most recent pictures of him. And you know them Hollywood kids, they don't be right. I don't know what his son got involved into. He done shaved his head, shaved his eyebrows. He done deleted everything. And now they saying that he's deleted. If he come back, is they going to inform us that he came back? Will they make a big to-do about his return? Maybe he went on a binge somewhere. And I don't know this man's history, man. And I know you're not supposed to be joking about stuff like this because this is serious. He might be dead somewhere. Lil Jon probably was sick of looking at his son. Some parents get sick of looking at their kids, man. You brought them into the world. You feel like you could take them out of the world. I'm not saying that's the case. But he don't look like he very appreciative, because if he was, he would have a gnarly hairdo and he would be doing something more constructive than taking these diabolical selfies to where they got to blur out the background in the news. The original picture looked like he took a doodle in the tub and they want me to call off work to go see where he at. Now, I hate to hear about people missing and everything, but this right here is very, very fishy. Play that.
While the graphic there says he's 27 years old, we think he may be 28 years old, but we heard that there was...
How they don't know how old the man is, man? They can't be serious with this news. Do they want us to look for him or no? We need more details about his description. Nathan Smith, 27, might be 28. Either way, he a grown-ass man. Just because he's somebody's son, that don't make him a baby.
Missing persons alert sounded for him at around 4 p.m. on Tuesday. Again, he performs under the name DJ Young Slade, so maybe you've heard of him before, maybe you've seen him, you have certainly heard of his father. The Milton Police Department say that he may have ran out of his home at around 6 a.m. that day, and he has not been seen ever since. He didn't have his phone with him at the time. He may be disoriented or in need of assistance, so if you see him, if you know anything about his disappearance, Milton Police are asking that you address them, talk to them as soon as possible. Police are also stressing that there's no current threat to the public, but of course...
Oh, yes, there is. There's a current threat to the public with him looking like that. I don't feel safe looking at his damn pictures, y'all. They need to go get that boy up off the street. Ain't no telling what he got planned. He got a pocket full of Lil Jon's money and don't nobody know where he at. They need to find him tonight. It ain't safe in these Atlanta streets. He could be out there doing any damn thing. He got enough money to be a vigilante if that's what he wanted to do. He probably got a costume and everything. Lil Jon, you know your son. You know your son because y'all got a whole lot in common. I don't know what he done did to make his son hate him this bad. He hate his father so bad, he cut all the dreadlocks off his head. He tired of looking like his father. Instead of saying, yeah, this motherfucker saying no, why they trying to put him in the back of the cop car? We got to get to the bottom of this tonight, because there's a lot of strange activity happening in Hollywood. That money ain't what it used to be. People, kids coming up missing. Their grandmama done fell down the stairs. It's all different types of stories. Therese had dogs eating other people's dogs in his neighborhood. That's how you know the money bad, when you ain't got money for no dog food. So what's going on? This the thing about it. I want to talk about this real fast, because I really want to find this young man, because it could be serious. Or he probably wanted to get away. Sometimes people be feeling like that. If I don't leave, I'm a snap. If I don't get up out of here, something bad is going to happen. Let me step away. Let me go, get away for a while, forget the phone, forget all that stuff. And when you got bread like that, you could easily make it happen. People that can't afford to leave, they ain't got no choice but to stay. It's sounding to me like he said, F this, F that, F y'all, I'm gone. And if you ain't care about me then you ain't gonna care about me now. Father don't call to check on me. I don't know what his relationship like with his mother or whatever, but people do that from time to time to where they feel like it's time to go. And I'm hoping that's the case. But the scary part about it is he got mental issues, apparently, by the looks of it. He going through some things mentally, and we all do. I'm really starting to think that there's something going on out there in the ozone layer that got people acting a whole lot different, because everybody feeling the way, even if they ain't got no reason to really be feeling the way about nothing. Look at this.
Is searching for his son. Lil Jon is searching for his son. According to a February 3rd missing persons alert from the Milton Police Department in Georgia, the rapper's son, known as DJ Young Slade, whose real name is Nathan Murray Smith, has been reported missing prior to his disappearance.
What happened? Run that back. Quit being bootleg. Get it together. What happened? Oh my God, they must don't want us to see this.
Welcome back. A search is underway right now in Milton for rapper Lil Jon's son.
The rapper's team confirming this afternoon to 11 Alive that he is missing. Police say Smith, who is also known as DJ Young Slade, ran out of his home on Baldwin Drive off of Mayfield Road and has not been seen since.
Okay, he ran out of his home. So it's not like nobody snatched him out of there. It's not like somebody abducted him or he left and said, I'll be back. And he wound up coming back. He left and ain't nobody seen him since. Now this is where people's imaginations come into play. This is where people start thinking of all of the crazy possibilities of what could have happened to Lil Jon's son. There's celebrities and their kids got done dirty, and people suspect that those celebrities had something to do with it. And I want to show y'all the prime example of what I'm talking about, just in case y'all think I'm running my mouth, just to be running my mouth. I really don't like this type of stuff. I really hate it because it's strange and it's weird and it happens often in Hollywood.
Mike Tyson's 4-year-old daughter has died one day after what police called a tragic accident. The little girl was found Monday morning by her brother with her neck caught in an exercise machine cable. The accident happened at Tyson's home in Phoenix.
Look how he was living when this all went down, y'all. Look at his house. He next to the neighbors and the neighbors next to the neighbors and they neighbors next to their neighbors' neighbors. And when you go in the backyard, there's more neighbors. We talking about Iron Mike. This man had mansions. He had houses, cars. He had all that once upon a time. And when he started living hand-me-down style, when he had to start taking his family to the Goodwill to get some clothes, people alleging that he felt like something had to give. And sometimes you got to bust a move in order to make things happen. You have to go through undertakings in order to change your situation. And the rightful way to do it is if you go through the undertakings personally, but some people decide, hell, I'm not trying to take the L. I'm not trying to have to struggle and suffer. I'm not trying to be humble and all that type of shit. I'm not trying to turn into Moses out this bitch. They figure if they do something gruesome enough, an act that demands for some change, then something out there gonna be listening and grant them whatever they want in exchange. And I know this sounds bizarre. Don't worry, we doing the Sunday church episode for the people out there that don't like hearing about this type of stuff, but I'm trying to let y'all know it's weird. And when I heard this news about Lil Jon's son, I thought about Mike Tyson and seeing how Lil Jon going through these transitions. He bust out crying on national TV not that long ago. And you just never know his financial situation. When they start talking about health is more important than wealth, that's true. But when you was wealthy, you weren't worried about none of that type of stuff. Look at this. I'm going to get to the bottom of this tonight. Hold on. Because this man, Lil Jon, did some shit to where, he came back different. And people wasn't expecting him to be so different like that. Look at this.
Now, you were a big drinker at one time and totally stopped.
Yes.
What made you stop that drinking?
Turning 50.
So you waited to 50 to stop drinking?
Man, why you judging yourself? Goddamn judgment.
You still drinking it?
Damn.
So I turned 50, and for a while, like a year or two, I had this constant discomfort. Discomfort in my side, and I didn't know what it was. So 50,
Yo, keep it real, Lil Jon. Keep it real, bro. A lot of times when people see their kids acting up, that's when they decide they want to change. They see themselves in their kids and say, hey, how can I tell him to do better when I know I need to be doing better? And maybe he doing what he doing because I was setting a bad example. Don't think I'm trying to create the narrative that Lil Jon took his son out the game. But it's looking like he made some changes to his life just so his son could possibly go through the same thing in the future. And I'm hoping that's the case. If they find this young man, hopefully he went to rehab. They got him looking like Jaden Smith in the blogs. We don't know how deadly this is. We're going to run through a little bit more of this news, but I'm asking y'all, if y'all live in the Georgia area and y'all out and about, keep a lookout for Lil Jon's son because he missing and don't nobody know where he at. Look at this.
And that is where we find our Chase Howell tonight. Chase, you spoke with neighbors. What are they telling you about all of this?
Jennifer Faith, they tell me that basically they've seen police out here all day yesterday, and the same thing can be said about this afternoon. If you take a look over here, you can actually see where police are standing around the lake here at Mayfield Park after doing a couple laps around it, looking into the water to see if they can see any signs of Smith. And they also looked in.
They ain't looking hard to me. They look like they don't give a damn. They taking in the breeze, shooting the shit. He might be in that damn lake. And look how far away they is from it. They ain't even get to the edge, man. At least sit y'all ass on the bench with some binoculars and see if y'all could find this man. This just ain't right. Well, get a fishing pole or something. Check and see if he in that damn water. Y'all standing around there for a reason. He probably ran out there and gave up all hope and just fell in the water. The stress got to him that bad. He got weak in the knees. Next thing you know, he went floating. The neighbors said they seen bubbles, but they ain't in there. They need to be in there with them fireman boots on, swimming through that water, screaming while they under the water trying to find that man. But that is not what they doing.
In the woods over here as well, but I want you to take a look up the street here so you can see where there's several police cars. Now, a lot of these police officers have been going in and out of Smith's home, where you can see where those people are standing over the last hour, and I did see one of those police officers carry in almost this big poster board. What's on that poster board, I'm not too sure. What information they're getting from police, I'm not too sure about that. But what I can tell you is police are saying that Smith ran out of his home around 6 in the morning Tuesday. Now, I tried to find out from neighbors and others who live in the home with Smith which way he ran, and was either told no comment or they just don't know. And in a statement from Lil Jon's team, they wrote, "The family is asking for privacy at this time. We are also asking for continued prayers for Nathan to come home safe."
He in Lil Jon basement somewhere, or in his garage. Yeah, his daddy house, and they don't even know it. That might be in the attic. He got tired of being where he was at. He got a little spare key. I bet you he not that far away from home, man. I put my money on he had Lil Jon house somewhere. They need to check. He probably been living in there for a week. Got breadcrumbs all in the kitchen. They wondering where all them crumbs and stuff come from. Lil Jon probably got a big house. He been sneaking around there, avoiding them cameras and things. People do shit like that. People move into a house and don't even know they got motherfuckers living in the wall. You hear somebody watching their living color, you don't know where it's coming from. You think it's coming from the neighbors. You got a whole family living in the walls. That type of stuff really be happening. I had Netflix before it got real booty, and I had to cut it off. But once upon a time, I had it when it was hot, when Stranger Things first came out. He ain't that far from his dad. When your parents got money, you always gonna be their baby boy. If my daddy had money like that, I'll be in the beach house somewhere. I'll be living like the Fresh Prince in the backyard. He ain't that damn far. Lil Jon ain't looking hard enough. All he need to do is a Michael Jackson spin, and his son gonna be standing right behind his ass. Where he gonna go with no money? Unless he got a stash or something like that. It gotta be some wild Las Vegas fantasy about him running away to Hollywood with some prostitutes or something. That's the only way it's gonna make sense. Besides that, he's somewhere with Lil Jon. Out of all them girls in Atlanta that this young man done slept with, he had one of them hoes' houses. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He probably laid up right now with a big booty slut. And that's his business because he a grown ass man. Why they making it seem like he Lil Jon's baby? He is, but he not a baby no more. If I disappear for a couple of days, I bet you it won't make it to the news. Especially not looking like this. This what fame and celebrity get you. Even your kids get special privileges or whatever. He could make $1 million just saying, yeah. What he mad about? I would have got yeah tattooed on my neck just to let people know that Lil Jon is my father. But you see things differently when you see your father shark in his pants. All them superhero dreams and shit go out the window. When you see your father fart and shark in his pants, because Lil Jon used to be a big drunk. He probably passed out on his son before. I wouldn't doubt if he did it because drunk people do shit like that. Look at this, y'all. Hold on. Run that back. I do apologize.
It's crazy to see you cry because a lot of people never even thought you had eyes.
No, you know what? Black men, we need to cry more.
I agree.
Absolutely. We need to cry. When you get more in tune to your higher self and you stop vibrating at these low frequencies, you can let the energy flow because we should.
Yo, he ain't never lied about that. For the past couple of months, I've been crying like a little bitch. I ain't gonna lie. And I feel so much good afterward. I feel so much better afterward. Fellas, for all the men out there listening, I ain't never did it before. But, sometimes you gotta let it out. And once you do, you renew it. It really strengthens you once it's all over with and stuff. You get the sniffling. Next thing you know, you hungry and you feel like playing again. Remember when you was a kid and you used to get them ass beatings? You be crying, and the louder you cry, the better you felt afterward. I'm feeling Lil Jon on that, fellas. And y'all need to do it too. Your big buff ass gonna end up in jail if you don't let out a little steam. I don't think nothing wrong with it. But is she crying for his son though? That's the question. He probably don't give a fuck. And that's, excuse my language, that's how his son wound up in this situation in the first place. But that's Negro here, no there. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Cause I could go on and on for hours. But if his son dead, I don't want to be speaking on nothing like that. And I ain't trying to make no comedy out of nothing like that. I'm not trying to disrespect the dead, if that's the case. But I'm hoping that's not the case. I had to let y'all know Lil Jon's son is missing. If you know where he could possibly be a snitch and tell the authorities. Okay, I gotta go. We gonna be back with some Glorilla news. They sell sister snapping on Glow. Now I knew Glorilla was gonna be getting a whole lot of hate because her body looking great and her sister can't stand it. We about to get into that. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be right back at y'all real soon. I love y'all out there, man. Best believe